Hello, I'm making this video for all the men who have served in the recent wars, but of course I don't limit it just to that. Even my father, who's 98, is still reminiscing about World War II and even talking about World War I when he was a child because he was a war baby. So we've got a generation in my family of history where men have been to war and the women have stayed home and welcomed them home and found them to not be the same man that went away to war. So I'd like to talk to you men who have just recently gone through trauma in a war scenario. I know when you come back, you've seen an awful lot of action. I was fortunate that being so psychic, at the grand age of 9, I was able to be there for my own father, who was able to tell me all the things that he had gone through during World War II, and through my psyche to see and share that with him, and to understand his pain and suffering, and to heal him. So if I could do that at 9, imagine what I can do for you today at 72 years old. So, what I'm going to tell you is this. The first thing to understand is that as a soldier, you are conditioned to follow the rules. Obviously, that's important. When you're in a state of stress, duress, tension, obligation, and I want you to think about those words, and you can always play this back. Your mind is saying, I don't want to be seen as a fool. I don't want to let my men down. I need to keep the backs of the friends safe. So I have to be triply alert. Alert for myself, alert for my men, the boys, and alert for my orders and the things that I have to do. Behind that is also, I have to please the authorities above me, be it the sergeant major, the corporal on the lower ranks, or the general, or even higher, the president or the king, whatever country it is you're in. It's a lot of pressure to be Mr. Superman. Now, we'll talk about the American Navy SEALs and how well trained they are, and under pressure, torture, all these things, they won't crack. And under extreme conditions during the 60s and 70s, we heard about men having spy systems going on and wearing cyanide pills in their teeth that if they got caught, just crunch it, you're dead, it's quick, it's over, it's done, nobody's going to get your secret from you. Wow, what a load, what a lot to carry. Now let's modernize it and say, I'm sitting here behind this gun and I've got to aim this house, hit it, bomb it out. I know there's some lovely people in there, but there's one man I need to kill. How do you live with the fact that you've killed one person to save the lives of many at the expense of some innocent lives? Children. People who never wanted this war in the first place. No, I'm not taking sides, one way or the other. I'm simply saying how it is when you walk along the road. Your energy is on its maximum ability of alert. Every crumble, every little sound might be a threatening warning of danger. You've got to be smart. You've got to be quick. You've got to look. And what do you see? Maybe you see it's a cat. Maybe you lost it, lost your control, killed the cat. It's thought, well, it's just a cat. But actually it was alive. And even though you may never talk about killing the cat, years later, it'll haunt you because it is a symbol of something innocent that's life has ended. Yes, I've had people I've had to work with who've been more guilty about killing an animal in war scenarios than killing a human being. And what about the other side of the coin? When someone steps on a mine and they lose their legs and their arms, and everyone tries to save them and yet they still die. And we're saying, if only I'd have known. If only I could have done this, or we'd have gone that way instead of this way, how would it be? That person would still be here. How do I know they're in heaven? How do I know that they're forgiving me for not warning them beforehand to not go that way? Why didn't I know that that way was triggered with bombs? Or why didn't I sense it? Why didn't I know? How could I change the past? And the trauma and the mind going round in circles comes to a point of feeling so acutely depressed that all you can say to yourself is, I wish I died. I wish it was me instead of him or her. So why wasn't it you? The bottom line is you have something else to do, something important. Recently on television there was a gentleman who lost his legs, who is doing lift-ups, and he's walking on his false legs, and he's running in races. What about that? Isn't that a role model that you can do anything when you put your mind to it? Isn't it amazing that our brain can adapt? Here's me, I'm letting you in a little secret. They're false. When I lost those teeth, I cried. I'll never be the same. But you know what? I don't even think about the fact that I even have them in. They're part of me. My brain accepted them. They're there. And I have a nice smile, I hope. So, what about you? Are you one of our soldiers who's sitting at home, moping, feeling miserable, thinking that you should have changed the way things were done, wondering if you could have saved someone's life, wondering if you'd have flown your vehicle in a different direction, you might have changed things, pointed your guns at a different place, you might have saved someone? Were you trembling in your shoes, feeling like a coward? I'm going to be very blank here, shitting your pants. I hope you were, because that shows you're human. That shows you've got feeling. That shows you've got passion. That shows you have a desire to live, to want to have happiness and joy in your life. So all the people that died for a reason. They died that you may live, to live another day, to understand all that you are, and to be as blessed as you can be to all those that you encounter in some way, so that by the time your day does come to pass over, you can say, I did powerful things in my life that made me happy. And in the process of making me happy, I made many other people happy because I survived. That's an important message. Now, what about the entrapment of your mind? Your conscious mind is going round and round and round and round and round forever and ever on these issues, making you even more depressed, even more suicidal. Maybe you're still in the front line. Maybe you feel trapped. Maybe you're afraid to go to your commanding officer and say, I feel that intuitively I'm not good for the team. Or I feel intuitively today that if I go out, I'm going to get killed today. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's time to listen to your intuition. Maybe it's time to say, we don't go at 10 every morning like we usually do. We're going to go at 7 tonight. Or maybe it's the opposite way round. Maybe you should go on a regular basis at the right time. Only you can know your instinct, your intuition. Your men rely on you. You rely on one another. So you must share it. You must talk together. I have this feeling today's not a good day to go out down there at this time. What do you guys think? Let's be intuitive here. Let's spend a moment in contemplation. If we all agree, let's go to our commander and say, there's got to be another way, another reason, another purpose. Using your psyche means using your sense of psychometry, the sense of feeling energy around you. If there is an enemy nearby with a gun shooting towards you, aiming towards you, I should say, your instinct, your psychometry will pick that up long before you're in range for a shot. Yes, you have to learn to use it. If you're psychically using your third eye, you'll see things move that normally you'd miss with your physical eyes, that is. And you'll be aware through psychometry and vision, that's the enemy. And if you listen, you'll hear a pin drop with your psyche. And you'll know if it's your mate or someone else that dropped it. So you'll know when that grenade's coming long before it ever leaves his hands. Listen. Listen with your psychic mind. Hear clairaudiently what is going on around you. And when you eat, taste and smell, recognize that whatever you're eating is valuable food to fuel you, to have more energy. So eat. Eat as much as you can to keep fit. Because when you're nervous, when you're stressed, your nerve endings need more fuel. They need more calcium. They need more salt because you're sweating. They need potassium. You need your electrolytes. You need magnesium. You need all the things you would take if you were at home. So make sure you go to your doctor officer and say, I need my electrolytes. Demand them. Ask for them. You'll get them. Send to your wife. Send to your husband. Send to your girlfriend. Send to your boyfriend. Send to anyone. Ask for them. They don't cost much. And they'll make your nerves calmer. And you'll be able to attune to your psyche and be more alert and more aware and save the day. But if you're home now, if you are back home, you're in one of the hospitals and you don't feel you're getting the help you need, you can have a day with me. We call them VIP days. What we do is we talk to you for about 3/4 of an hour, find out what's going on with you. That's called intake. And we give you time to go bathroom and eat a snack or something, and then we come back on the phone or Skype again. And we talk some more about the issues, give you the advice and the counseling, and all that comes through inspiration from the spirit guides. But I'm looking at you just the way I'm looking at you now. And then you'll have another break. And then you'll come back and we'll tell you what you need to do to help yourself. And we'll talk all around your ifs and buts and whys and wherefores. And we'll help you to understand their excuses. You don't need them. And then we'll have another break and we'll go into the hypnosis side where we can make you your own personal hypnosis. so that you've got that to listen to, and that's important. Then we'll have another break. And if necessary, we'll talk about your family, how you can see your family as the very door opener to help you get back out there in the world to do all the things that you need to do. And if you have no family, we will be your family. We will connect you with people who care. So don't think there's no way out. Don't think that because you survived, you feel guilty and therefore you should not survive and kill yourself. Don't think that because you're still in the forces, there isn't someone outside of the forces to help you. I and many others like me are around to help you. And of course, we're not taking religion out of the box. Whether you're Jewish, Buddhist, Catholic, Protestant, fundamentalist, it doesn't matter. Yes, I am a minister. Yes, I do understand all the things that you've learned in religion. I had to study all philosophies and all religions in order to become a minister in Universal Christ Church. So, I can be there for you as a doctor or as a counselor. I can be there for you as a hypnotherapist, a therapist, and much more. I would also mention at this time that should I be out of the country and somewhere else, then Dr. Stephen Van Coops, my husband, can be there for you in the same way. And he in his own time will be making you his messages to help you as well. We're rebuilding this side. So don't go away. Go back. Take a look at the psychic development course and sign up. But of course, if you'd like to listen to more talks, then you can go to my radio show on Web Talk Radio. You'll find the links in our site, or my videos that are on YouTube. But do come back here, because in Samara's Education Center, I'm going to give you some more chats, little things you'd like to listen to that will help you. So now, you be happy. Don't be miserable. Don't be depressed. If you think you're at the end of your rope, call me on the telephone, okay? Don't leave it. Doesn't matter what time. I'll get to you. Bye.